Good evening, folks. This is Deb Delapiano, and this is your short take. So I'm just dropping by tonight to give you an update on yet another investigation. So not a lot of people talk about this one in the media, although if you are a person who has been following this like we have, you will see articles on it. You don't see it so much in the mainstream, but the Georgia investigation into the Trump and his allies' attempt to overturn the 2020 election, the special grand jury is now winding down, much in the same way as the J6 committee is, and is preparing to write its report. So Georgia is just one state, okay? This is the only investigation that Fani Willis, who's the DA, has investigated. So again, this is not as big as the scope as investigating the J6 insurrection. So I'm going to explain to you that this has taken, more than a year to investigate, and we're not done yet. And this is why I'm here to explain this to you. Georgia is handled differently. So the grand jury that is winding down right now is a special grand jury. It's an investigation grand jury. What this grand jury will do will be writing a report for Fani Willis and advising her whether or not she should pursue indictments, and perhaps even what those indictments may very well be. So I don't know how long it's going to take them to write that down, to finish that report, but it is proceeding. And what we do know is that once this report is written, if indictments are in the offing, if this is what is recommended by the special grand jury, then Fani Willis will be impaneling a grand jury to get the indictments solidified. So what I'm trying to explain to you is that there is a legal process in this country for everything that is being done. It involves first investigation so that you have enough to tie together to then call together a grand jury, present the findings, and ask for an indictment. That's how it works here. No matter how you want to look at it, no matter how much you want to believe that Merrick Garland can just walk up to a microphone and indict Donald Trump tomorrow, that isn't the way the law works here. If it worked that way, you'd be mighty upset if you were the subject of an investigation. So just chill out. So what do we know about this grand jury? Or what do we know about these indictments? Or what do we know about who's the target of these indictments? We know for certain that Rudy Giuliani was sent a letter telling him he was a target of this investigation. He took part in this whole thing. We also know that the 16 alternate jurors, the fake electors, as they really are, never mind alternate jurors, that's crap. The fake electors are all targets of this investigation. We also know that Lindsey Graham, after fighting this subpoena for months, taking it all the way to the Supreme Court, who then told him he had to testify. Lindsey Graham may or may not be a target. We don't know. I don't believe he was sent a letter. That doesn't mean it won't result in an indictment, okay? But we don't know, and we don't know what he testified to the grand jury because we are not privy to any of that. And the reason we are not privy to any of that is because that could blow the case out of the water. Once it becomes evidence in the court of public opinion, the defense can claim prejudicial information. So get a grip. Things don't progress quickly in the legal system in America. Actually, they don't progress quickly in the legal system anywhere. The legal system is set up to serve both sides, because until someone is proven guilty, they are innocent and they get to defend themselves. Now, do I think that any of these people are innocent? I absolutely do not. I think it's pretty clear that they're not. But that doesn't mean that the court can circumvent the legal system to accommodate people who are impatient. So those are the things that we know about the Georgia investigation. We also know, and this is a standard operating procedure, and I know that there are some people on the left who won't be happy with any of this, but this is the way it works. The whole reason that Merrick Garland appointed Jack Smith on the big case is because once Donald Trump announced his intention to run for president, had Merrick Garland retained hold of that, it could be misconstrued as being a political witch hunt, which that's what they're going to paint it as anyway. We do not feed into it. Fani Willis in Georgia suspended all of the grand jury's work for an entire month before and a little bit after the election, so that there would not be the impression that this was a Democratic Party witch hunt. These are standard things you do that at the end of the day benefit your investigation. So for an entire month, nothing was done in Georgia. So what we have now is we're going to be waiting, and we're going to be watching, and we're going to be trying to, stay on top of when this report is released and see where we go from there. And we will update you again. But what we do know right now is that there are articles out there that are saying that this grand jury is winding down. Fani Willis said from the very beginning that regardless of what happened, they were going to be completely done with hearing testimony at the end of the year. And she is sticking to that. We are on schedule in Georgia. And we will see where this goes. And we will update you as we get information. So in the meantime, all you TikTokers out there, we don't have any way of sticking links into your videos. But as you know, we do put our YouTube channel in the profile on TikTok for you to go to. This will be up on YouTube later with all the links in the description of the video. You are more than welcome to go join my YouTube channel. We do other videos. We do a Factivist report every week. We do videos in between that run longer than 10 minutes. And we understand that short and sweet is what people prefer, but we're the Factivist Project. And when we do these things, we provide backup for everything that we're saying. And that's the reason why we're called the Factivist Project, because not many people do that anymore, but we do. So that's where we are in Georgia. The shit's coming down, folks. It is coming down. I firmly believe that something will come out of all of this. Do I think Donald Trump's going to be indicted in Georgia? Well, I don't know. He did not testify. He was not called to testify to the special grand jury, but he didn't need to testify to the special grand jury because, quite frankly, they have him on tape instructing Brad Raffensperger, who did testify in front of the grand jury, to find the votes he needed to beat Joe Biden. That is on tape. So we will see where this goes. And again, let's not forget that tomorrow at 1:00, the J6 committee has a hearing. I believe they will be voting on indictments for Donald Trump, recommending criminal indictments for Donald Trump. So again, we'll be on again tomorrow night to update you on that. Have a good night, gang. We will talk to you soon. Like I said, go to our YouTube channel. We'll have this up in a couple hours, and we'll have all the links you need in there. Bye-bye.